How do you know him? How do you know Jeff? Are you one of his escorts? Are you one of the prostitutes he used to see?
Oh, I haven't seen him for years. I heard about your case on the news. And I can't let it lie. I can't let you suffer alone.
How do you know him?
He isolated me from my family. He controlled everything I did. Convinced me I was an alcoholic. He was so jealous. Even accused me of sleeping with my own brother at one point. He used to draw these crosses on the wall to make sure I'd cleaned thoroughly.
But he's allergic to dust.
Is he? Is he really? That's as invented as his poorly leg or his heart complaint. Jeffrey is a walking, talking medical encyclopedia. And it's all for show. Oh. None of it's true. None of it.
Laura, are you okay? So you come out of Gary's, what's he done now?
What, that plastic gangster? Chucking his weight around like he's the big I am. Oh, and you know he's super nanny now, yeah? Trying to tell me how I should raise my own child?
Hey?
Yeah, and now Kelly's been kicking off because it's her birthday. And her dad's forgot about her. Yeah, well, he's forgotten about us both, hasn't he?
Why is Gary getting involved?
And he refuses to ring Rick, even though he knows where he is. Well, he says he does. I mean, he's even threatened me.
What did he do?
Look, it's not safe around here. We've got to go.
Going so soon? Lightweight.
Yeah, well, some of us do proper work for a living.
And some of us are going through an incredibly hard time.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. The woman I loved has turned again me.
Again?
Tried to kill me. And now she's in prison for her actions. But hey, you've got knickers to stitch.
Yeah, I have.
Well, shame you won't be stitching your nicks on the day you take the stand to slag me off.
Do you think I'm enjoying this, Jeff?
Is the Pope Catholic?
You have ripped this family in two. And I dread to think what you've done to Yasmin.
And then Bertie got the food, and he was only trying to push it away from his mouth, bless him. But, and I don't know how he did it, but it ricocheted off, and then it splat my dad all the way up the side of his face. Oh, even Bertie laughed because he looked so funny.
I bet.
What time is it?
Time I need to go.
Actually, I've got 80 here. Could you stay for another hour?
It's not enough. It's 150 an hour.
All right. Could I put it on my credit card?
Of course. Not now. Do it online later. You're one of the few I trust.
Brilliant.
You look like you're ruminating.
Too much of that make you go blind.
Thinking about Gary.
Maybe.
And?
The only trace of Rick Nealon I can find is the cash he's been sending his ex-wife. And I traced that back to Gary.
I saw Seb earlier. He seemed dead upset. Do you think he's all right?
I don't know. He won't talk to me anymore.
Maybe he's got existential angst.
He's dead.
Thank you.
I'll leave you to then.
Do you know what existential angst is? Me neither. But my Auntie Tina had it once and she was dead deep, my Auntie Tina, and I remember someone saying she had existential angst, so maybe it's that.
And how is Auntie Tina now?
Dead?
No. How did she die?
And she knocked her head off a hanging basket and went down like a sack of spuds.
Oh, gosh.
It was a concrete hanging basket.
I'm so sorry.
And I told her not to wear those platform trainers, but she was really into the Spice Girls in the 90s and she never shook off the fashion. She kept misjudging how tall she was in them. It was a lovely funeral, though. Brought a coffin in to spice up your life. The hanging baskets were fine. Oh, sorry.
Don't worry.
Can't stop thinking of sad things. I've been upset about Oliver and...
Maybe Seb is fed up because of the twins.
Blokes. They don't like to open up, though, do they? Whereas me, I never show up.
You must miss them.
It must be so hard for him, especially after all his mum's problems. He's been like a dad to them. Now they're gone forever in a puff of smoke.
Life isn't fair.
You sound like you've got existential angst.
Dr. Emma has diagnosed me.
She has.
Rick just disappeared. He hasn't been in touch with his ex, he hasn't been in touch with his daughter. The only person he's allegedly been in contact with?
Gary.
Gary. What if Rick didn't go to Spain? What if he's actually dead?
I don't quite. Which ex are you? I don't remember him mentioning it in Elaine.
It doesn't matter.
It does to me.
Do you not think every woman he came across ends up like us?
How did you end up?
He might well have been the magician, but I'm the one that did the disappearing act.
Why didn't you come forward before?
It's complicated.
How is it?
Look, I just want you to know that what you did, it isn't your fault. But if you hadn't lashed out, you might have ended up dead.
You didn't.
I got out. And I paid a heavy price. The heaviest.
How do you mean?
Believe me when I say, he is capable of violence. Maybe you already knew that.
I'd like you to go now.
Sorry?
He has never raised his hand to me.
But look.
Thank you for your visit. I wish you well.
Go to the prison library, all right? Ask for every book you possibly can on coercive control. And read them.
I'm sorry for everything you went through.
Knowledge is power.
All right, yes, I've been better. But I've definitely been worse, or I wouldn't be in here, would I?
Well, I got you that book on coercive control.
I said that's what she told me to read. I didn't say I wanted to.
Don't say I don't do nothing for you.
My head is spinning. I feel travel sick. I've been to so many places. Up here. I don't know what to think.
Well then, perfect time for you to put your feet up and read a good book.
Oh, ow! Oh, Emma, that must have hurt.
Gosh, you put that there.
It's always been there.
I was doing a really good post on my socials as well.
Well, maybe that'll be a lesson to you.
A lesson?
Yeah, look where you're going.
Oh, but if I look where I'm going, I can't post on my socials.
We could do your socials another time.
I had a really good post as well.
Yeah, and you bumped into another sort of post. Can't it wait?
No, I need to get it out there. I mean, you might be too old to understand, but... Oh, I didn't mean that in a horrible way. It's just... Do you even know what social media is?
Are you okay?
I had a really good post, but I've forgotten it now. Oh, I'm fuming about that. I really am.
Right, but are you sure you're all right?
Oh, just keep talking. It'll be a distraction.
You know, we could do a lot more than talk for the money you keep paying me.
I don't want sex.
Well, I'm just saying.
No, this isn't about sex.
Okay? As long as you're happy.
You helped me. More than you'll know. I'm actually sleeping through the night now.
And that's down to me?
I don't know what it's down to, but I know I feel a bit more together.
I've put you back together.
I think that might be stretching it a little bit.
What does he know? What's he not telling that young girl he's obsessed with?
If you are going to speak to him, make sure he doesn't worm his way out of it this time.
Stay.
Just be careful.
Guess who I saw earlier? Harrison Ford. Rick Nealon's missus.
Well, you don't want to mess about with her. What if Rick found out?
What?
Sorry?
What would he do? What could he do? Not that I'm messing about with her.
This'll have to wait. I'm starving.
You must be really torn. Are you really torn? And do you know what I mean when I say torn?
Well, yeah, of course I do.
I mean, like, ripped in half. Can't decide or in two minds. Is it like that?
Well,
are you guys okay? Oh, sorry. My imagination runs away with me. And don't get me wrong, I love my imagination, but oh my days, I have a very busy head.
Is everything fine?
Oh, I feel sorry for Seb, don't you? He must be really torn.
You know, I am here.
Does he go to his mum's for tea, or doesn't he? Decisions.
Are you going to Abby's for dinner?
I don't know.
She's invited him.
Has she?
Yeah, I think his head's smashed, though.
So are you going to go?
I don't know.
Like I said, like Natalie and Brulia said, torn.
I was going to get a takeaway.
I'm sure that'll be better than what my mum's offering up.
I wonder whatever happened to Natalie and Brulia.
She's not a good cook.
No. Well, the food's not cordon bleu. She'll be cordoned off.
I think you should go. You only get one mum. You're lucky to have her.
Twins got a second chance, didn't they? Lucky beggars.
Yeah, well, look at it from her point of view. She's lost 2 kids already. Break her heart to lose a 3rd. And if what's going on with Oliver's taught me anything, it's that we need to cling on to those we've got left. Like a massive clingy thing.
Klingon?
No, that was science fiction. But go on, do it now before you change your mind.
Yeah, okay.
Not so torn now, are you?
Well, he certainly listens to you, doesn't he?
I'd have been a good psychiatrist, actually. Hey, do you fancy a yogurt? Tide you over before tea.
Well, Jack enjoyed his.
Well, not surprised. It is officially the best meal that's ever been made in the history of meals.
That is 100% fact.
You are a very intelligent man.
Look, I'm sorry Jack wolfed his down and legged it to his room. He'll be on that computer all night.
Scouring the internet for the recipe, no doubt.
Oh, chatting to the girls in his class online.
Oh, I remember those days.
Oh, aye? You used to fancy girls, did you?
Oh, yeah. It was the pleated kilts that did it. No, that was our uniform, you know. They said it was to prepare us for dressing in the workplace. I mean, what job were we meant to do? Professional bagpipe player? Can you imagine me turn up to the garage in a kilt?
Oh, I'm imagining. Look, I'm sure he'll come round eventually. Oh, maybe. He already has. I'll get it.
Might be someone selling cloths. It's on the increase.
Well, you best dish some more up.
All right.
All right. Sorry I'm late.
No, it's fine. It's pesto, pasta and tuna. I'll do you, Bo.
Yeah, cheers.
Your mum's just been telling me about her school uniform.
What's that face for?
Like you ever went to school.
I had the uniform when I went in for the discos.
Right.
Got your meals on wheels.
Well, not bad decrepit, am I?
Sally made some crispy pancakes. I managed to squirrel you some. Do you want them?
That would be more welcome than a singer in the Spice Girls.
And I felt a bit bad about not having a bevy with you earlier. I just want you to know that I'm going to be there for you tomorrow, you know, at the trial.
This is a legal thing. Can I have 5 minutes?
Yeah, enjoy your dinner.
Yeah, cheers, son.
See you, Dad.
Yeah. Hello?
Hi, Jeff.
Boy, am I glad you called. You on the naughty phone?
Yes, I probably shouldn't stay long. How are you doing?
How do you think I'm doing?
I'm lost without you. I feel like my right arm's been cut off, and my left. And someone's feeding me mashed up rubbish to keep me alive.
It's not a barrel of laughs here either.
Oh, I'm sure.
But at least you know I'm doing all that I can to get you back home. How lucky are you?
I'm the luckiest woman alive.
Oh, it's a nightmare, isn't it?
What is?
Trials, tribulations. This whole thing is
Heartbreaking?
massively inconvenient for me.
Is it?
Oh, no, I didn't mean that to sound self-centered. It's just... Well, how can I put this? It almost feels like I'm the one in the spotlight. Unassuming Mr. Cellophane me.
You know I'll be home soon. By your side. Just you and me, the dream team.
You don't know how happy it makes me to hear you say that.
I sometimes wonder why I was put on this planet. And the only reason I can come up with
To make
is...
me happy? I love you so much. And this is where you say it back to me, dear? Yasmin, are you still there? Yaz?
Oh, shut up, Jeff.
You seem very interested in Kelly's well-being these days.
Can I ask you a personal question? Do you fancy me? Because I'm flattered, I am. I'm not in the market for a stalker.
Anybody think you had a guilty conscience?
And why would I have that?
Well, that, my friend, is $1 million question.
You're talking nonsense. I mean, the Scottish accent's hard enough to understand anyway, but when you throw this bull in the mix, it's...
Don't make me angry.
Look, if I'm taking an interest, it's because I'm mum battered her. You know that? Hey, I'm covered in bruises. So pardon me for having a heart.
Why can't she spend a day with her dad? Oh, yeah, because he's disappeared without a trace. I know Rick's wife. I know his daughter. I know all about the Nealans. Why did you kill him?
You've lost the plot. You know something, even if you haven't, you can't connect me to Rick. You've got no proof.
It's karma, mate. Whatever you did, it's going to come back to haunt you. Stay safe, yeah? Safe as houses.
I had a visit today.
Oh, that's nice. Or wasn't it?
Illuminating.
Oh, was it a travelling torch salesman?
I always think you're so funny, don't you?
Yeah.
when in reality, you are as funny as a car crash.
Who was it, Yasmin?
I had a visit from a woman who said...
Said what?
Said she knew you. Said she'd been in a relationship with you.
Who?
And that you controlled and abused her in the same way that you did me.
I asked you who it was. You can't bandy those accusations around. On an illegal phone, I might add, without telling me who you're actually talking about.
Well, you should know who it is, shouldn't you?
Should I?
Unless she's one of many. Like me. A list as long as your arm.
You're unbelievable.
You lied to me, didn't you?
About what?
About those exes. And how they treated you. How they bullied you, belittled you. Made you feel worthless.
You really are quite something, aren't you?
I believed you. And all the time, you were projecting.
I thought you loved me.
I did. In fact, dear reader, I married him.
And yet you'll believe some random woman's word over mine.
Correct.
So, I was right. Or was I?
What are you on about now?
No, I was wrong. Because you're actually more stupid than I thought you were.
You manipulated me, and I fell for it. But I shan't again. I will never, ever go back to you again. And even if I'm found guilty, it will be a good result. Because I shan't ever have to go to bed with you. And if I'm not guilty, then the same.
Well, if that's the way you want to play it.
It is.
Your choice, bitch.
Oh, how charming.
But just remember this.
What?
Get used to the view from your window. Because you're going to be in that prison for a very, very long time.
And if you've been affected by Yasmin's story, you can go to itv.com/advice for support information.